Hi everyone, welcome to the Starlight Realm with Jess. I'm Jessica, and tonight is Worthwhile Wednesday. So start off with a little quote. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including yourself. Anne Lamott. So, you know how your computer is giving you trouble or your cell phone, you have to unplug it. Give it a minute. Turn it off. Turn it back on. So that quote is basically saying sometimes you need that. You need that unplug period. You need that rest. You shouldn't ever feel ashamed or guilty for needing rest. We all need it. Every living creature, needs rest. Sometimes we're just tired. If you don't take the time to rest your body, your mind, your spirit, they'll make you take the time. Your body will shut down, or you'll get sick. That one was upside down. Yeah, so don't feel like you can't unplug. Turn off the phone, turn off the TV. A couple weeks ago we talked about, getting out into nature and letting that nurture you. Turning off that cell phone for a few minutes. Unplug. Get away from your computer, from the TV. Take a walk, diamond paint, lay down, whatever it may be. Just unplug. So today I'm working on something different. I want to do, I didn't know if you guys were getting tired of looking at the same canvas. So today I'm working on, this is Diamond Dots, The Great Wave. And I picked this up at Joann Fabrics, and it's actually one of Diamond Dot's square paintings. Diamonds are beautiful. I have had, no complaints. A little staticky when I kit it up, but they seem to have really calmed down. So yeah, today I'm using the Harbor Freight. I have this kitted up in the Harbor Freight system. I left the paper in it. The 25 storage box system that you can get at Harbor Freight. And I just bought some numbered stickers off of Amazon, and I numbered them 1 to 24, because the 25th piece is the actual big box. And I just kitted up that way. So right now we're working on number 16, which is, oh, and these are my overflow, like where I had too many for one pot, container, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, we're working on number 16, which in Diamond Dots is number 8412, and 8412 translates to 3865 alabaster. So it's like it's not a white, it's like an off-white. Yeah, so I do have that conversion chart printed and put in my 3-ring binder that I showed you guys the other day, so that, I could have that handy to show you, or to tell you, what colors I'm working on and everything. But the canvas is good quality. It's a great canvas. It's printed beautifully. It's not hard to read. Even the dark symbols, I'm not finding difficult. I've been working on this one for a while. I have it kitted up. I actually only have like one round painting kitted up right now, and it's a really small painting that's like, it's a moon scene or a night scene, however you want to put that. and it's out of one of those, like, you know, 6 for however much off of Amazon. So yeah. The pen I'm using today is off of Amazon as well. It has one of the steel multi-placer, or steel metal tips. I think this one is from Add More Zest, and then I have a multi-placer 3-placer in the other side, and this is from that pack I got off of Amazon. And I'm using the tray from Add More Zest in the purple. I didn't get a Monday video up. I was very, very tired and fell asleep on the couch. So no Monday video. I tried to film last night to try and get up, you know, another video, and it didn't work out. I started videoing, the kids kept coming in, asking me questions or talking stuff, and you know, different things. The dog was really zipping around and stuff, and then my dad called, and I was just like, okay, it is not the night for it. We'll just wait. We'll skip Monday, I guess, this week, and we'll just pick back up for Worthwhile Wednesday. So the Worthwhile Wednesday topic today I want to do is TV shows. So I have 3 TV shows I want to talk about that I really enjoy, that I've watched recently, or, you know, have a new season recently out. So, oh, before I forget, I've got pink wax from Diamond Art Club in both sides, or no, it's not Diamond Art Club's wax. It is Diamond Dots wax, which is really good wax too. Sorry, I almost forgot to tell you guys. But anyway, so the first one I want to talk about is called The Midwife. I love this show. It is a British BBC show, and it takes place back in the day, and forgive me, I don't know the dates exactly, but I love period pieces, so it's right up my alley. But it's about these nuns and midwives. They are midwives, and then there are other, like, midwives that work with them, and just how they serve the people of East End London. And, you know, there's a lot of babies, births and stuff and everything, of course, but there's also a lot of other things that they talk about and deal with. So I really like it. I've watched every season. I just finished the new season that came out on Netflix recently, and it's just a quality show. The acting is good. The story, you know, the writing is so good. It's just very, you know, very good, very impressive. Costumes and all that, because they do change. Of course, not the nuns, but the other girls that are not nuns, you know, the other midwives, you know, they do have outfit, you know, changes and stuff throughout, you know, for their for the different times, and, you know, shorter skirts, you know, when that became a thing and all that. And yeah, it's just a really really good show, really quality show. Highly recommend if you like medical dramas, if you like dramas in general, if you like period pieces. I really do like it. My mother likes it. I know I have an aunt or two that watches it as well. And I just, you know, I don't think it's like an older lady show or anything like that. Even if it is, I don't really, you know, I don't care, because I do enjoy it. But yeah, so I would recommend, that's my first recommendation. Check out Call the Midwife if you like stuff like that, if you think it sounds like something that you would enjoy. My second one is actually a medical drama as well, and it is London Hospital, and that one is on Prime, Amazon Prime Video, and it is kind of the same kind of thing, basis. It is set, you know, back in the day in the London Hospital, and it follows like the nurses and doctors, and like the first episode deals with one of the pioneer doctors over there with x-ray and everything, and how, you know, he experimented on himself, and so like he ended up like losing fingers and everything due to the radiation and all that. But you know, without his, you know, work, you know, that the medical industry wouldn't be, you know, where it is today and everything. So that's all, you know, like I said, the London Hospital, that's the name of it. It's really good. Follows the story, of course, of the nurses and stuff, and doctors, and then it has patients. And with that one, I don't know about the about Call the Midwife, but I know for London Hospital, those are definitely based on real cases, like from the medical journals. Working on number 14 now. 14 is 8157, and 8157 is DMC 823, Midnight Blue. Yes, definitely Midnight Blue. It is so dark. Would it be better if you saw that in a white tray? And watch, I'm gonna get these everywhere. It wasn't too bad. I think I had like 2 or 3 hop out. Not too bad. So I do love that they are real cases and whatnot. So, and that's this dot symbol. I do like that aspect of it. I like that it's real cases. These things really happened. And it's interesting to see how things worked back then. You know what I mean? Like, they, the nurses didn't marry. And it was like, you know, unheard of if they were married, you know. And also the, like the hospital like closed, like, you know, the nurses and some patients and stuff were there at night and everything, but they weren't open to like emergencies all night long like nowadays. They actually shut down, and yeah, if you had something happen, you know, you had to wait for the gates to open. So that one's really good. I have not finished the series. I'm working through it, but it is very good. Very, again, worthwhile for your Worthwhile Wednesday. And then the last one I'm going to talk about today is the, it's on Netflix, again, and it is called Dahmer. And I know a lot of people are probably watching that one right now, or have already finished it. I finished it, I binged it pretty quickly, because it was one of those that I couldn't put down. Now, I'm a true crime buff. I do love true crime. I like solved true crime more so than unsolved. I like there to be an ending. But I'll watch unsolved stuff too. Unsolved Mysteries. Oh my god, when that came out on, like, the reruns and stuff came out on, I think it's Prime. My husband and I were like, oh my god. We were super excited and watched that. So yeah, so I do like true crime. So for anybody who doesn't know, Dahmer is, it's the dramatization of Jeffrey Dahmer, who was a serial killer in the 80s, 70s and 80s. And he preyed on young men and young gay men. So he, would frequent the clubs and stuff to pick them up and take them back and drug them and, do terrible things to them and kill them sometimes. And yeah, and it just is, it's takes you through like some of his family stuff, like his mom and dad and things, that were happening therein. And I've listened to a lot of podcasts and watched a lot of other Dahmer, like web things, like on YouTube and stuff. So, a lot of it, you kind of, if you are into true crime, you've seen and know before, or heard before and everything. But to see somebody act it out, and again, the acting is so good in that series. Like, I don't think that these actors get enough credit for how well they portray, the young gentleman that's playing him. I mean, if you've ever watched real interviews with Dahmer or his family, or listen to the tapes and stuff, I mean, he has like his mannerisms like spot on. Like, I don't know how much studying he did of films of him, of Dahmer, but he is spot on. He's amazing. He deserves an award. And they actually even touch a little on John Wayne Gacy, which I didn't realize that, and I guess I should have, but I didn't realize that those two were happening like at the same time kind of thing. Gacy got caught, I guess after Dahmer. Dahmer was already in jail at that point. And so and got executed, where Dahmer didn't get the death penalty. He got like I forget, like 19 consecutive life sentences, which is like 200 years or something crazy. So he was just supposed to be in prison the rest of his life. And I actually remember some of this as a kid. I don't remember like a lot of specifics. I remember it being on the news, and I remember my parents talking about it a little bit. And I remember, them saying that he ate people. Cannibalism. And so I do remember those things. And then I remember my dad saying that, they're putting him in jail or whatever, but he's not going to last long. And, being like, well, what do you mean? And him saying that, like prison justice would get him. I didn't really understand and everything. And then, of course, it did happen, like he ended up getting killed by another inmate. And they actually, in Dahmer, in the drama series, they actually do show that scene. And oh, by the way, that show is not, none of these shows are for kids that I'm talking about. These are all like, adult shows. But yeah, so like it's graphic violence. Like you shouldn't feel sorry for Jeffrey Dahmer, you know what I mean? Because he was, a terrible, terrible person and everything. But it really kind of makes you like, oh my God, like that's what he went through. But then it actually even like goes through like some of the things that he did to his victims. So, it's kind of like that whole, but, is this, like the eye for the eye or whatever. So yeah. And it goes through like, I didn't know that there was a legal battle with his parents over his brain either. I don't remember ever hearing about that in any of the things that I've watched or listened to before. So that was, you know, there was a couple of new things that that I didn't know about. So that was pretty interesting that there were still things, you know, because I went into it going, oh, I know most of the story, you know, or I don't know, I thought I did. And yeah, so, and like that his mom was on a bunch of pills when she was pregnant, and did that have anything to do with it? And his dad thinks it does, but his mom, of course, doesn't think it does. And that he showed an interest in dissecting roadkill, and so his dad was like, oh, he's interested in the sciences, like, that's awesome. And so he like cultivated that, and then the dad's like, is this my fault, you know, did I make this happen or whatever? And but then he's like, no, I didn't, or yes, I did. And you know, so I did know that his dad like cultivated that, but I didn't know about the mom taking all the different medications and stuff when she was pregnant. And you know what, oh, I'm so sorry, hit ya. When I was pregnant with my girls, I was really so super careful what I took. You know, I always did the whole, like, if something happened to them because of something that I did to be more comfortable, this did not want to leave, I wouldn't forgive myself. So yeah. Oop. Knocked him out. I knocked it over again. You guys can't see that because it's off camera, but I did. I knocked it over like 2 or 3 times. Oh, if you hear anything, road noise and stuff, like you're probably hearing that motorcycle right now, I do have the window open behind me, so, just because it's a nice evening here. I have to pour some in here. This is number 15. I'll look it up here in a second. 15 is the like percentage sign, and 15 8151 8151. So this is DMC 3755 Dark Sea Quest. I mean, maybe if we knew what Light Sea Quest looked like, huh? Is Light Sea Quest in this painting? Let's look. Dark Sea Quest. 850 and 849. Nope, of course not. So we can't even look. I would call that like a light, medium, dusty blue kind of color. Anyway. But yeah, so those are my 3 Worthwhile Wednesday picks. Some series on streaming services that you can check out if you would like. You know, I'm doing like 3 a week. Let me know if that seems like a good number to you guys, or if you want more. I just felt like, oh, that's, you know, I know it's not an even number per se, but I really felt like, oh, you know, that sounds about right. 3 talking points. And then that way, you know, I always have more, hopefully, to talk about on another Worthwhile Wednesday. And there goes the motorcycle again. And also, again, if you hear voices in the background, that's my husband listening to an audiobook and painting models. So a little catch up, I guess. We can do a little whip and chat. I did not go to the Apple Festival over the weekend. It rained all day Saturday. So we went and did some other running around. I had a closing in the morning because I am a notary. So I did that. It was an online closing. And then we went to lunch with his mom, with Michael's mom, my mother-in-law, my mom-in-law. And then we went, Sophia needed a new pair of shoes. She did not get a new pair of shoes right before school because my mom and dad were going to take her. That's one of the things that they always do for her and Penelope right before school is they take them, get them a couple outfits, get them both new shoes. Well, we got Penelope's in the summer because we got a really good deal on this cute little pair of Fila's. And they're her first tie shoes. And she's working on it. She's not there yet, but it's coming along. Learning to tie shoes. So it's something that I don't remember learning to do. So I'm having a little bit of, you know, I mean, I'm doing it with her and she's getting it, but we're not there yet. But anyway, so she had a new pair of shoes to start school. And they're still looking pretty good. I mean, they're, you know, a little dingy looking because Penelope is very, very hard on shoes. Sophia used to be when she was younger, but she's gotten really way better about it. Now she can wear shoes for a good long while. Well, this time around, so the reason that we had to take her was because my mom and dad got sick right before school. They had real terrible colds. My dad ended up with bronchitis, and they didn't want to come and spread anything. So I said, yeah, stay home, you know, we'll take care of it. So we, you know, they started school with the shoes they already had, and finally Sophia was like, dude, like my shoes have holes in them. Like, I need new shoes. So we were like, okay, cool, we'll take you. So we took her over to the next town over, has a shoe department. It's like a big shoe store for, you know, anybody who doesn't have those or know what it is. I think they have online. I don't know. I've never checked. But they used to be in the mall, and now they're in like their own independent standalone store. So we were like looking and stuff. Well, she found this really cute pair of blue. They were blue tennis shoes. She really liked them, but they didn't have them in her size. She is 12, and she has hit the in-between of things. Like, she's kind of too big for kid stuff, but she's not big enough for women's stuff. So we had to look around. Just took a long time because, you know, it's a big decision. She's going to be wearing these things for a year or whatever. So she ended up getting women's shoes in like a 5.5 or a 6, you know, something. And she ended up getting Fila's as well. It just, you know, ended up working out that way, that they both got them. We're gonna do number 13, which is like this deeper blue. There's pretty much only like blues and tans and white and stuff in this painting, because if you've ever seen like the Great Wave, it's just like a big, you know, a big wave. So 13 is 8130, which is DMC 796 Ocean Blue. Yeah, we'll go there. Ocean Blue. So pretty. And that's the letter T, lowercase t, I'm working on now. So we got her the new pair of shoes. She loves them. They look good on her. She was real on the fence about them. Like, do I get these? Do I get these? Do I get high tops? She likes like the traditional like 3-line Adidas look, and she's had those before. You know, she has one pair that she wears right now for, you know, like she wore them to cheerleading tryouts and stuff, which she didn't make cheerleader, but anyway, she likes that type. But what I've noticed when she was trying the new ones on is that her foot kind of looked like it was bulging funny on the side. And I was like, is it not wide enough? Like, do you have wide feet? You know? But it didn't do it in all the shoes. So it wasn't just, you know, it wasn't just her foot's wide or whatever. It's like the build of the sidewall of the shoe. So I said, we kind of got to steer away from these, like, you know. So she tried on some high tops. She tried on this. She tried on that, you know, and they had like bright pink and they had like, you know, anything and everything. They had Skechers. They had Nike. They had, you know, but we didn't want her to get like a mesh type shoe because they seem to fall apart and get grungy quicker. You know, we really wanted her to pick something leather or leather-like, you know. So, you know, we're trying to steer her in that direction and everything. And we literally closed down the store. They had already locked the door when we were ready to pay. They had to unlock it for us to get out. But she made her decision, and we picked those up. So we did that, and then Penelope, our youngest, was like, oh, we should get some ice cream. We were like, ooh, ice cream, you know. So we went and got ice cream. We went to Cold Stone Creamery, and which is so good. And for anybody who doesn't know what a Cold Stone is, so they have all these different ice cream base flavors, and you can try them out. You know, they had a bunch of different ones that I hadn't seen before, so I taste tested too many. And finally decided on cheesecake ice cream. But anyway, as my base. What is that? There's something. Oh, am I gonna have to get a pair of tweezers? Yeah, let me get a set of tweezers. Anyway, the anyway, so you pick your ice cream base, and then they'll do mix-ins. I got it out. Looked like a piece of trash from that lighter blue that we were working on earlier. Anyway, so like I said, I got the cheesecake and ice cream base, and I had them add in cookie dough and caramel. I picked one of the like pre-made decision ones, you know, pre-made flavor profiles, I don't know, and it had like cookie dough and stuff in it, so it was like cookie dough cheesecake, which was really good. And like Sophia got like the trick-or-treat one, which is like black ice cream with like candy in it, you know, like M&Ms and stuff, and I think Oreos. Well, then we're, you know, getting done with that, and we're getting hungry for real food again, because we had lunch and it had been a while, and, you know, we'd went to Walmart and we went to the shoe store and all this stuff, and then we were getting hungry for real food. So I was like, oh, we're out here by in the area called Robinson, which is near where my office, my actual physical office is, and the mall, and there's a bunch of other stuff out there. Well, there's a Chick-fil-A out there. We don't have one. Our town's too small. So I was like, oh, would it be good as Chick-fil-A since we're out here, because we don't go out there all the time. So I didn't think it was really going to happen. I was just like, you know, oh, that'd be really good. And then my husband did. He took us to Chick-fil-A. So we just got it to go. We ate it in the car on the way home. And just had... So basically we had a big old goof-off day, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like, unplug. Like, I did the work I had to do in the morning and then unplugged. Like, I forgot to take my work cell with me, and I genuinely forgot to take it with me. It was on charge, I think, and I just walked off without it, which I don't usually do. It's usually attached to my hip. But anyway, fell off. Come here. So yeah, so I kind of unplugged, and we just had a fun day. We just went and did whatever and ate whatever, and I think sometimes you just gotta do those kind of things. You gotta have that time together to just have fun and make memories, you know. So yeah, so we had a good time Saturday, and then Sunday was back to, you know, making food and getting groceries, and my husband has written a 5th edition D&D campaign for just me and the girls, and so we played that, had some fun, and yeah. And then Monday, like I said, I was too tired to do anything. I fell asleep on the couch. I wasn't even watching anything. I was literally like, I forget what was going on, but I was out like a light. Next is the only AB in this kit, and I don't know that they have their ABs on the list. They do not. So if I had to make a guess, it's number 17. It is white, like Snow White, which DAC's number for is 141, which is 5200 white. So like white. So this is the only AB in the kit, which when I bought it, I didn't even realize it had, oh, look at that straggler. Can you see him? There, yeah. What was he, number 13 we were on? Yeah. Does anybody notice that the diamonds get stuck up here? Like in this little lip, and you gotta kind of tap them down. Anyway. But yeah, I didn't even know that, that there was an AB when I bought the kit. And when I opened it up and looked at the diamonds, I was like, ooh, I was pleasantly surprised. Because I feel like, what's it called? Words escaping my brain. Diamond Dots doesn't generally put ABs in their kits. Like the couple of kits that I've done, one was their version of Van Gogh's Starry Night. Another one was Van Gogh's Wheatfield, and it didn't have any, like neither of those kits had it. Those are round kits. I also did a kit by them that is Solar System. It did not have any, but I put some in it myself. I swapped out some colors for some of their own ABs, because if you don't know, Diamond Dots has like individual pots of dots pots of dots that you can purchase. So they have like these like neon drills, they have AB drills, they have like really like crystal rhinestoney kind of drills. So you can really enhance stuff a lot. And of course you can buy those for like other stuff. It doesn't have to be for Diamond Dot kits. But yeah, so I did enhance And you guys will see that when I do my, like, these are the ones I've completed thing, video. But, yeah, so, oh, shit. Oops, sorry. Shoot. Oh, I should say. So yeah, so you'll get to see the enhancements on that one when I do that video. But yeah, so yeah, so that was that. So that's what I've been up to. A little bit of whip and chat on our Worthwhile Wednesday. Always good to listen to each other's, you know, events and stuff. What have you all been up to? I joined a group. Kim from Kimba's Crafts has a Facebook group. I watch her, I like her a lot. And she diamond paints really fast. I feel like a lot of the YouTube people diamond paint so much faster than me, but it's not about speed, right? It's about the enjoyment, the journey. So anyway, I watch her, and she said that she had a YouTube group, or I mean a Facebook group. So I joined that, and she has a post up that if you're a content creator, YouTuber, that you can post your stuff, you know, your like page to like promote yourself, which most YouTube or most Facebook groups I've noticed does not let you do stuff like that. You're not allowed to self-promote. So I went on there and I put up my page, and so I hope some of, you know, I hope I get some new subscribers. And I also went ahead and subscribed to all of the people that have put up their pages, because I was like, well, we're all small time content creators, you know, we can help each other out. You know, it can be this beautiful community thing. So I joined all of them. I've watched a video or two on a couple of their channels, and trying to comment on their videos so they know that, you know, I came by. And yeah, so, you know, check out Kim at Kimba's Crafts. She's fun. I like her a lot. She does all the things, you know, unboxing, whip and chats, finishes, progress. She does like weekly progress stuff. I feel like I don't get enough done in a week to do weekly progresses. Like maybe every 2 weeks or something I could do. But yes, we'll see. But yeah, I do enjoy her videos a lot. And like I said, I subscribed to a bunch of new to me people, and I am, you know, fully ready to support them. And I hope, you know, some of you are here from there to support me. You know, so aren't those whites like the prettiest, like AB? I know that the camera is not catching that as beautiful as they are. I'm telling you, white ABs might be the most impressive ABs. Like, I know I've heard some people comment that DAC uses white ABs too much or whatever, but like when they spark, they do not want to move. When they sparkle and shine and shimmer, and like the blue and the pink and orange and green and all of that, like, how can you not love those? They're so pretty. So pretty. Moving on, let's do N. Oh, that's another one of my little gripes with this canvas is there is only one key, and it's over on the right hand upper corner. And so, you know what I mean? Depending on what you've got going on, you've got it covered up. So N is number 4, and that is 1853. 1853, which is DMC 322 Oriental Blue. call that like an antique blue. Or like that country blue, you know what I'm talking about? Might be more of like a country blue. So before you leave, like we were talking about, if you're here new, please subscribe. Leave me a comment if you like. If you have questions, comments, you know, I'll try to answer them in my next whip and chat, which will probably be Friday. I'm trying to do every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But I am trying. Life gets busy sometimes, as everybody knows. Stuff's not easy, and being a full-time employee and a mom, wife, you know, all that stuff takes time, it adds up. So I don't always get to film, or I don't always get to diamond paint as much as I would like. You know, if I was independently wealthy, I would, you know, I would just craft. But I would travel. I would travel and craft. Let's, you know, let's be honest. Let's do P next. P is 1 on the canvas, and it is number 8298. 8298. 8298 is on the second page. 8298. I have to keep saying it so I don't forget. 8298. Okay. Which is DMC 167 dark linen. Yeah. Okay. Dark khaki, dark linen. Sure. Why not? I have noticed, do you see that trash right there? I have noticed, I dropped it. I lost it. Anyway, I have noticed that their squares do have a lot more trash, but I feel like everybody's squares have more trash in them than their rounds. So I'm not real surprised by that, nor am I really, you know what I mean? I'm not miffed or anything, so it is what it is. Like, I think you just kind of have to know that squares, oh, I hit you, are gonna be more so than rounds. Do you hear something weird? I think that's the dog chewing a bone under the table. Okay, arrow symbol. Arrow is number 8 in my box. And it is 8397. 8397 is DMC 437 medium latte. I would call that a light latte or iced coffee. It seems kind of light. You drink a latte that is that color? Do you drink lattes? Do you like them? Do you like a chai latte? I've heard chai latte a lot. What's your favorite latte or your favorite like beverage? You like them hot? You like them cold? If I'm drinking coffee, I want it hot, and I like Italian sweet cream creamer with chocolate, with the chocolate powdered creamer, so liquid creamer and then the chocolate powdered creamer. And that's the way I like to drink my hot cup of coffee in the morning. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's not really coffee if it's not black or whatever, but I don't prescribe to that notion. So what's your favorite? Do you like iced coffee? My husband likes iced coffee. He drinks hot coffee too, though. Oh, look, I just saw. Did you see those? I have a couple. Let's see, those are dark, so I bet those are probably 14, huh? Let me think. Yeah, those are definitely 14s. When you've got such a small amount of colors, it's easy, like, because I would consider 17 colors small. I don't know if I said that first, but there are only 17 colors. Next is number 9, and that is 8416. 8416 is DMC 640, Dark Stone. Yeah, Dark Stone, concrete. It has more of a brown to it, I guess, than, yeah, we'll go Dark Stone. I can see it. And these are the last few. This is the last color for this square. I hope you liked seeing a different painting from me, something just a little different. I am trying to bust through Kitchen Helpers from DAC, Diamond Art Club by Randall Spangler, so that I can kit up something new. And of course I'll film that kitting up for you guys. That'll be my first kitting up. I have storage. I could kit something else up, but I really don't want to have too much kitted up because I already have 3 on the go. I have, like I said, a little round moon one that I'm doing, and then this one. Don't you love feeling the square at the end, like your section? Anyway, and then I have dragon, the dragons, the Kitchen Helpers. So yeah. So guys, that is it for this evening. I hope you had a good time. Well, let's read the quote one more time. Again, I got that quote from Press Pause, and it is that book that I showed you guys before, and it is the quote is, "Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you." And Lamont. So remember, take your time this week. Take some time for yourself to unplug. Put down your phone, put it away, turn it on silent, whatever it may be. Just let you be you. Unplug, unwind. Take some time for yourself. Self-care is so important. I hope that you find these Worthwhile Wednesdays worthwhile, positive. That's my goal with every one of them. And thanks for joining me in the Starlight Realm by Jess. I can't wait to see you guys again. Have a good evening, good day, good afternoon, good night. Bye.